I'm curious, like, would you today recommend people starting a blog?
Yes and no. I think only if they're going to start the niche website. Like if they're gonna pick a very targeted thing to write about, whether it's like credit card debt or if it's like backyard grills, like I was talking about. Like there are plenty of people that start those sites, and the goal with those is exactly what I was talking about earlier. Like you start it, it's pretty much depersonalized. You do well, you rank really, really well, you get affiliate revenue, and then you sell for a multiple. And there are people that they'll buy multiple sites like that at a time, and then they'll sell them, and like that's the business. And that makes a lot of sense. There's a ton of opportunity there. And I know people that are doing that at scale. Like I was talking to a friend the other day where he's basically just buying up as many websites as he can, fixing them, getting them to rank better, negotiating better affiliate deals. And then he's going to package all of them together and sell them to like a private equity firm or something 5 years from now for a ton of money. That is a business model that makes sense. If you're doing a personal brand, I don't think it's bad to have a blog, but I think that it should be something that you just have in addition. Like there's still value in written content. You know, some people still like that. Especially if you're a food blogger, especially if you're, personal finance makes a lot of sense because a lot of people do like to read about it before they actually do something. But I think you have to go video first and blog second on something like that. So it just depends on the business model.
Interesting. So if you're starting today, like you're starting over in the personal finance world, like, have you thought about like, man, if I was doing it again today, like this is what I'd do? I'm just curious because I actually thought about this.
I've thought about it a little bit. I think I probably I would do what I'm doing right now, honestly, and we're doing it here too, where it's like the podcast, like, cause I think this is the easiest form of content to make. I don't like doing like scripted YouTube videos. I don't even like doing TikToks necessarily. I do like this. This is the most natural form of content for me. And it's like, you can put it everywhere and you can clip it. And I think there's still I think you need to supplement it with other like actually created content. I don't know if you need to, but I think it's better if you do. But that's where I would start. I would just
maybe that's
create a show.
Your lead magnets, your free trainings, like that kind of stuff.
I don't know. I would do a lot of things differently. I wouldn't call the site Millennial Money Man for sure. That's the reason why I've kind of like shifted everything to what I'm doing, because I didn't see a big future in just going after Google traffic. There's so much competition in the personal finance space. And of course we want to compete, but there's some that are just established. Like I can't compete with NerdWallet. Like NerdWallet owns like all of the keywords for everything, and most of the rest of us are just kind of picking up the scraps where we can. And we're a make money site now. So like there's good volume in the make money space, but it's not incredible. It's not as good as like credit card stuff or student loan stuff. Like it's good, but it's not amazing. So yeah, I think I would do the podcast content, like what we're doing.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Or I would have started TikTok like during the pandemic, like when everybody started blowing up on TikTok, like that was an opportunity. I look back at that, like, dang, I didn't want to do all the dancing stuff, but I should have just started doing content, and I knew it too. And that's one of those things, like, I'm not going to mess that up again.
I would start doing it now if somebody can. Like, yeah. I'm seeing growth on there and I'm creating very simple content. I have one where I'm just like literally like, my coffee, I'm like drinking coffee, but I'm doing the text and worked really well. So like I would definitely be using that, taking advantage of it for growth and to build your list. And then you I forget where I heard this phrase, but I freaking love it. Like you got to create your binge bank. Right. And so go create that content, that long form content where you're just like sharing your thoughts on topics like we're doing here, put it on YouTube. Even if you're not diving into the SEO and like the technical aspects of YouTube, like you don't have to do that. Like you can just start creating the content and some stuff is going to go off, but just create that 100 videos that when someone discovers you, they can go down the rabbit hole and just start going through everything like that. You're not going to be discovered at first, but have that there, have it ready. So when someone does discover you, they have plenty to learn from and can kind of get into your world and get onto your list and like that kind of stuff. And that's definitely the route I would take.